Disappointed in the court's ruling and believe, as I said for the past year, that more handguns in the District of Columbia will only lead to more handgun violence.
Washington, D.C. Mayor Adrian Fenty expressed frustration today over the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to overturn his city's handgun ban. In today's 5-4 ruling, the High Court determined Americans have the right to own guns for self-defense and hunting. Ron Mullen, a member of the Gun Violence Prevention Center, and Clark Aposhian of the Utah Shooting Sports Council are discussing the ruling tonight in Talking Point. Clark Aposhian, what's your reaction to that mayor and others who argue more handguns will lead to more violence?
Well, that hasn't been shown to be true anywhere. We've heard that statement many times. It's not true. I mean, in fact, just the opposite is true. More firearms, whether they be handguns or anything, in the hands of law-abiding citizens actually reduces crime.
Ron Mullen, your son was shot and killed several years ago on a university campus. From your perspective, do more handguns lead to more violence?
Of course they lead to more violence. We are the most violent nation among all the advanced nations because we have this ridiculous proliferation of guns and sloppy gun control laws. There is nothing to celebrate today. 30 children died today. 30 children will die tomorrow.
Ron, 30 children did not die by handgun violence. I mean, the viewers may not know that you're not being quite truthful, but I know it.
Okay. Well, no, just a minute, Clark.
I mean, I don't know if you're including 18 and 19 and 21-year-olds, but you know as well as I do that the figures are not correct. Nowhere near 30 children die.
All right, 30,000 people die every year. Clark, how are you going to stop that? This doesn't change anything.
You say this law doesn't change anything in Utah, but it makes the situation still worse. How does it do that?
I don't know that it makes it worse. Time will tell. We have such sloppy laws now that I don't think there's anything to, I don't know that this changes very much. Maybe it will. We'll have to see.
Mr. Aposhian, while we agree it doesn't change things here, this law also does not preclude restrictions against carrying guns in government buildings, on college campuses. Should self-defense extend beyond our homes?
Should. You know what? The ruling does not leave the states out in the open. I mean, the states still have the ability to regulate. In fact, we have, 20,000 odd firearm laws right now that are not in jeopardy. There's a few laws in states like, in areas like Washington, D.C., the state of California, New Jersey, New York, Chicago, that will be affected because they're flat-out bans. And if my detractors would have you believe that they can still ban firearms masquerading as appropriate regulation, they've got another thing coming because we will be watching.
But is it appropriate to have regulations from carrying something in a church or on a college campus?
Certainly, and you know what? That's up to the state.
Okay.
That is up to the state and the people of that state whether they decide that is appropriate or not. And the ruling today doesn't discount that.
No right is indefinite. It's not wide open. The First Amendment is free speech. You cannot call or cry fire in a crowded theater.
Unless there is a fire.
Mr. Mullen, get to your point quickly. We've got a few seconds.
Let me just finish. I would think 30,000 deaths equals crying fire in a crowded theater and could require limitations.
Ron, if you're basing your argument on 30,000 deaths, you're going to have to get something better than that because the figure's been blown out of the water. It's not accurate.
Blown out of the water.
All right, we're out of time, gentlemen. I'm sorry, we're going to have to move this on to another time. But we have posted this talking point on our website, ksl.com, and we've also posted links to both of the organizations that these gentlemen represent, the Violence Prevention Center and the Utah Shooting Sports Council. Thank you both for coming today.
Plenty of feelings about that.
There are strong feelings.
Can we be